I want to just do something if we can real quick because I've been traveling a lot and I've been meeting people. And thank you for all your encouraging words. We really, really appreciate it. What I realized is that there's shout out to everybody on YouTube, 4,000 people. Please hit the like button. I realize there's a lot of people that tune into us and are just getting started and are just new to investing. So even though we mentioned something before, it might be good to every once in a while just kind of refresh it. So if we could take a couple minutes, I wanted to talk about something that is we've talked about before, but is always a relevant conversation and something that's always extremely important: investing for your children. And kind of just just break this down a little bit. So I wanna, like I said, I don't want to rush over things, and I want to make sure that everybody has a good understanding so that they can go out and execute and really put these plays into action because that's what we're here for. So when we talk about investing for your children, we talk about two things really: the 529 plan. We spoke about that before, and the 529 plan are state-sponsored investing plans. We used to be college savings, but President Trump a few years ago, he changed that with the tax law that he passed. And now you can actually use the money for any form of education. So the benefit of the 529 plan is that the money grows and is tax-free as long as you use it for education. So, you have different states, every state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, and they all have 529 plans. Depending on which state you live in, you can get a state tax deduction. You can't get a federal tax deduction, but depending on what state you live in, you can get a state tax deduction if you invest in that state's 529 plan. So that might be something to look into if you are interested in investing money and having money for private school, for college, for prep school, any of the above. So that's the question that people get a lot. And then there's another alternative to that, which is the UTMA, which is the Uniform Transfers of Minors account, and you can really open that on any brokerage. And what that allows you to do is set up an investment account, just like you would set up an investment account for yourself, but an investment account for your child. You don't have the same tax benefits, but you can use the money for whatever you want, not just education. So now, you can use the money down the line. You can give them to start a business, or they, want to just buy a car, whatever they want to do. It's an investment account that they have access to when they're an adult. But now you can invest in ETFs. You can invest in index funds. You can invest in individual stocks. So that's another, way to save for a child. It just has a lot more flexibility, but you don't have the same tax benefits. So that's something that, like I said, I just wanted to kind of throw that in there because every week I think we should just talk like just one. I don't even want to call it basic because everybody's in different levels. So it's just one thing that we might have to just go back to, the beginning stages, because at least, there are some people that's watching this for the first time and have not invested. So we just always want to make sure that we mix in high level conversations with some conversations that might be a little bit more, beginning level. So people have, a clear understanding so they can take action.
Yeah.
Do you gentlemen want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I'll just add to the UTMA conversation. So when you talked about stocks, we talked about IRAs, but you could also in the UTMA invest in real estate. You can invest in art, cars. I mean, it's not really limited. Whereas the UGMA is traditionally just for stocks, bonds, and IRAs. So there's a slight difference between the two. But both the custodial accounts, a great tool to invest for your children. We talk about ours all the time and how we're investing for our children so that when they reach a certain age, they'll have income that we never saw because not that our parents weren't prepared, but they weren't possibly not properly educated or even knew about what these things were. So the more we learn, the more we're able to teach. So we're just passing that forward.
Ian, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, the more that you invest for your child, the better. That's the most important decision that a parent has to make. Write down right now how much you're going to invest for your child every single month, and do not deviate from that plan. Even if you put away $10,000 for your child, by the time they're 20, they should have $1 million easily. If you listen to some of the advice that I give, and the market continues to run at this pace, be more than that. So put money away for your child every month, and it should be the first bill that you pay every single month for sure.
I got a question for both of you, right? So when we talk about ourselves as individuals, we always say, all right, we should have this amount of money saved for 6 to 12 months and have a portfolio, make sure it's diversified. What do we think about for our children? Are we going to have that same approach where we have custodial accounts, we have a savings account? What do you think?
For your child?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think that you don't necessarily have to have a savings account for your child, but you can have, I would have a UTMA or a 529 plan if you want to go that approach. Like if you want to have just money just for college, because that's real big. A lot of people want to just save money just for college. You have the 529 plan, but then if you want to just have money just for them, then you will go with the UTMA. So you can actually do both. And another question is like, how much should you put away? There's really no set number. It depends on how much money you have, but I'll go with the 80-20 rule. 80% of your investment budget should be for yourself. And then 20% should be for your child. That's just my opinion. I feel like you have to secure your own future before you can secure anybody else's future, including your child. So, make sure that you're investing in your own retirement first. Make sure you're investing in your own brokerage account first. Make sure you're investing in yourself first. Because ultimately, if you don't have enough money in your own account and you have money in your child's account and you need money, you're going to take money from their account anyway. It's happened before. So, yeah, I've seen it happen before. It is lightning in LA. What's
It
going
never
on?
rains in
So
Southern
that's my
California.
thoughts. Like I said, that's just something that secure your own future first.
And if you invest in long term for your child, you won't need the savings because the gains and the compounding will be there, and you're going to get a hell of a better return doing it that way for sure. That's what I've done for Xander, and it's worked out amazing. So I would say invest every dollar that you can for your child. And even with parents and friends, instead of getting your kids toys, have them invest directly into the market for your child if they really care about them.
Yeah, you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great idea for birthday parties. You can definitely have a birthday. Baron Davis was telling us about that app. What was that app called?
I botched it on an episode 2.
Shout out to B Diddy, but he was telling us, damn, we gotta look at that.
UNET?
Abdullah, can you look this up?
I think it's UNET. UNET. Look it up.
And it was long story short, like birthday parties, sweet 16 parties, whatever, you can do that with a lot of different things, but that app specifically is made a little bit easier for you to do that. And instead of somebody giving your child a gift, you can say, hey, just put the whatever you're going to give, just put it in their 529, put it in their investment account. And that's a great way to kind of, I think it's UNET, UNET.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'll put it in.
We'll find it.
Yeah.